Us to Balogun and Broad. Today on Balogun and Broad, we're going to focus on Mr. President, his economic policies, his leadership policies, his security policies, everything that the president says he's doing to try to turn around the things that we are faced with today in Nigeria, so much so that we can have the Nigeria that he has dreamt of. Well, I'm going to play you a video. Of course, Mr. President was speaking on the issue of local government reforms and how all of this can have a trickling effect or a spiraling effect that would change Nigeria for the best. Take a listen, because today on Balogun and Broad, the conversation is between you and me. Are you ready? All right, welcome to Balogun and Broad.
In a world filled with dreams and aspirations, there are those who dare to turn their visions into reality. They are the backbone of our economy, the small, medium, and big businesses that drive us forward. From the quaint corner stores on Broad Street to local boutiques and small business in Balogun, medium-sized businesses fuel the engine of growth, providing job opportunities for countless individuals. These businesses form the lifeblood of our economy, working hand in hand to create a thriving ecosystem of commerce and prosperity. On Balogun and Broad, we celebrate the resilience and ingenuity of small, medium, and big businesses. We don't just keep an eye on the stock exchange market, we're in touch with our local markets too. Join us every Wednesday, 5 to 6 p.m. on Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to Balogun and Broad. Let's go to Mr. President and hear what he has to say about how all that he's pushing for can help us be a better Nigeria. In case you're listening to us from outside of the country, or you are listening to us on our website, you can go to facebook.com/Nigeria Info. We're live also. You can watch the video live now on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Let's take a listen to Mr. President, and then when we come back, we'll talk.
Dear brothers and sisters, yes, I am in charge here today, but you are running a constitutional democracy. I will appeal to you to summon the governors. Some of them, call them up. I'm doing my best to improve the revenue of the country and giving them their due. But they must equally be sympathetic to the populace, and they must consider the need of the local people. People reside in the local government. People are in the local community. That is where they reside. That is where they feed. That is where they garden. That is where they cook. That's where they farm. If the local government are not free, and the leaders don't hang on to the number, we have 774 local government. It's just a number. Is it effective? Is it reaching the real people? Who is being held accountable for this money? Maybe we should look and recalibrate. One version that was good 4 years ago might not be good today. And when we won the votes, we go to the locals. When we get the votes, we move to Abuja. I think we have to collectively join hands. I need for you to get us a committee of people that can really embark on the campaign for our value to change. Our brothers and sisters, it is disheartening watching the TV and see the number of people in IPs. No sincere leader in this country will be happy seeing that. We have to pull together to rescue Nigeria from banditry. Yes, we know we are making progress, but we want to eliminate that one completely. If food security cannot be achieved without putting in place the needed security, and we must work on that together. For example, there's a big economy that is being a problem to Nigeria. The livestock and animal husbandry. Ordinary dairy farm can grow an economy. Not to talk of yogurt and many other things that can come from animal. Talk to the governor. Let them make lands available. Talk to others to collaborate with, the state. The lands are in the hands of the state governors. They can make provision for it. We are ready to put funds in place to help the herders herd the animal in a very, very, very polite way. We can do it, and we are going to do it. If Brazilians are doing it, if they are doing it in Holland and other places, we can do it. Yes, I hear you about the gas plant. The cash flow is a problem. We are taking revolutionary steps to really improve our gas output. And that is why we separate gas from oil. Now, and flaring is going down. And if we can invest in the KKK, we will arrive at our destination earlier than expected. You are not wrong in making the request. It is an investment that is worth our while. It's worth our risk. But we have convulsion of needs. What is happening to electricity generation, distribution, and consumption? We have to do that in order to energize the economy. To me, I will recommend putting a committee in place to really do some follow-up on these items listed. I'll look into more details. If I continue itemizing it one by one, we might leave here until mid-break. I just don't want to bore you. I want to recognize your thinking.
And that was Mr. President. Everything from security, local governments being responsible to us, to agriculture, gas, infrastructure development, security, all in one speech. He's made very interesting points. If Brazil can do it, if Holland can do it, why can't we? He says he has the money. He's ready to set aside funds for these things to happen. He's told you to talk to your governors because maybe they are the spanner in the plug, or rather the thing that is stopping the wheels from moving in your benefit. He's also said that governance is most needed at the local level, but it's not being given. He's talked about so many things. He said, look, yes, in security, we're making progress, but we want to eradicate it completely. And he said, we will. He's come to a point where he says, we need to set aside committees to deal with these issues and all the things that are on this list. Well, Lagos, Nigeria, it's your turn to join the conversation. Welcome to Balogun and Broad. All your problems summed up by Mr. President, and seems most likely that his body language in this video says he's willing to address these issues. But the problem, or the question everyone's asking is, how? 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-1993, 0201-277-2993, and 0201-277-3993. You can join the conversation. We're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation on WhatsApp. Send me your thoughts, your comments. Join me via Skype if you're listening from outside of the country. Call Nigeria Info FM on Skype. Let's talk Lagos. This is the president telling us that he hears, he knows, and this is what he thinks needs to be done. But first, talk to your governors. I'd like to hear from you. Hello, welcome to Balogun and Broad.
Action lady.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good talk. Sweet talk. Is it working the talk? For me, the problem I have with him, the process, that is why I have problem. I don't think he came in through the right process. So whatever he's doing, for me, I'm speaking for myself.
Mr. Chris, are you there? Mr. Chris, are you there? Oh dear. Do call me back if you can. Hello? Apologies, everyone's trying to call. Hello?
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Mercy, call back again. Well done.
All right, Mercy, what do you think?
My dear sister, it's sweet to talk. It's only the topic that I want to put my say. The president measure another people's land, another place. If their own country is good, I definitely believe that our country is good because they know what they are doing. It's very wickedness they are doing us. You understand? Because now him himself, now they make sure that country, where their country, they're good. You understand? May they help us. I beg.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying that he's not going to come to your states. He's a president elected like your governors. He's saying talk to your governors.
They know. They know the good thing what they go do. So they will collect money every month. They also know they collect money for this budget. The wickedness they are doing. You understand? And my own for we now, they say any of your governors that do not do something.
Hello, Mercy, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let any governor that not doing work, let us vote him out.
Okay.
Let us do something that is good for each other. I bet we are all Nigerians.
All right.
Around Tower now.
All right. Thank you.
You get.
Thank you.
Let our governor to do the right thing for us, please.
All right. Thank you.
We are dying.
Thank you very much, Mercy, for calling. I do appreciate it. Got to move on.
Maryann, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Kingsley from Ikorodu.
Kingsley, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Maryann, I'm looking at the message that our president passed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm listening at the message, I don't want to listen on the criticism.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the young in heart, and I'm not trying to disrespect him, but what he said today, I think he's young in heart. But the problem is the implementation.
The how to.
Look at how passionate he said everything, but the action is not there, Maryann. He mentioned Brazil, Argentina, how they did their own. But have you implemented the system they use there? Because I know that he has a veto power. Though he mentioned that we voted them the local, and when they win the vote, they went back to Abuja. Can you imagine?
That's why he started by saying, "Talk to your governors," because there's the most that federal government can do. It ends where the federal government powers ends. States have a duty to us, most importantly, before the federal.
That is where I wanted to carry my message to. I don't want to criticize because it's all for us to make Nigeria good.
Okay.
No matter we have done the mistake, as they said, that some people in the judiciary that handle over the mantle to them. But can we close our eyes because they are not doing well? The governors, we are the one that elected them. As Ndume said, he said that what they did is when they stole the money, they give it to us in order for them to come back next day. What can we do? That is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So the problem is this. We, the citizens, are we ready to change our mantra?
That's the big question.
It's left for us. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Interesting point that you've made, and I do appreciate it. Because, and I don't think this is the first time I'm saying this on this station. We're always very quick to say, let the president, let the government. Which government? Let's be specific now. Is it your local government?
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it. Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Five Alive Poppy. So much pulp. So many ways to pop it. He gulps it. She chews it. He slurps it. Filled with pulp in every bowl, everyone pops it their way. So, how do you pop it?
Get in here, parents, teachers, and school principals. The Hares Insurance SA Championship is back. Your child could win 5 million naira scholarship and prizes for their school in the 2024 SA Championship. To enter, simply get your child to write a 500-word essay on the topic, "If I Could Invent Something New," and submit the essay on www.hairsinsurancegroup.com/essay. Hares is spelled HEIRS. The competition is open to students in JSS 1 to JSS 3 only. Application deadline is July 7, 2024. The Hares Insurance SA Championship is brought to you by Hares Insurance Group. For more details, visit www.hairsinsurancegroup.com.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston and Suspension for Children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Brustin and Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Chinedu! Don't worry, Ma. He'll be home on time, just like his dad. I'm cooking their favorite jollof with Sonia tomato mix. They are here.
Hey, is that jollof ready?
Right on time.
Your loved ones will always rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
It's so good eating together with a family.
Yes, Ma.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together. Proudly Nigerian.
Here's how to tell the difference between aha and ah. When you see Pepsi's super dope new look, you go aha. Cause it's slick, got riz, and it's really cool. But when you're enjoying the same great refreshing taste and you can't get enough, you go ah. See what I'm talking about? Grab a refreshing bottle of Pepsi with its cool new look and same great taste. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of Cowbell. Cowbell contains Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Use Cowbell in your tea, cereal, pap, and other meals of choice. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
They talk and you talk. This is Nigeria Info.
If you say no weapon fashion against me shall prosper, what about the way we are fashion against ourselves?
Campaign is over. I still wonder why we keep hearing they are coming. We are about to do this and that.
The devil wants us to say that God is not good. The crisis we are in now is economic persecution.
In fact, recording it and putting it on the social media is very good for him. It's a good evidence for him.
We've got to bring the green back into our nation. There's a reason why Nigeria's flag is green.
99.3, your station for talk. Let's talk.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into
Apologies for that. It's still Balogun and Broad. And for those of you who are just joining us, we are talking about Mr. President's plans, economics, security, his policies, leadership, all that he has in store for Nigeria. Many would say he means good, but then he's saying, talk to your governors. Can we say that the elephant in the room are the governors? Oh, might I remind you, and I'm not in any way also trying to hold brief for Mr. President, because of course we do have duties and responsibilities for the office of the president, but 968 point something billion naira was reported to have been spent by 30 state governors for refreshment and other things in the first 3 months of this year. Shall I continue? Well, I'm still taking your thoughts and your comments on Mr. President's speech. For those of you who are just joining us later on the show, I will play that video again. I need you to pay attention, close attention to what Mr. President is saying. And then when you are critiquing or you're commenting, do not be biased. Let's think deeply about it. Have we somewhat shifted responsibilities from our governors to the presidency, to the federal government? Or have we completely forgotten, overlooked the fact that they have a responsibility to us, and that responsibility also goes down to the local government level? Don't forget also, recently the federal government has taken 36 governors to court on local government finances. But does that again, I must say, does not absolve Mr. President of anything. But he's made some important points, and I want you to comment from those positions and those angles, okay? All right, we're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Post your comments on our live stream. I see some messages here. Jeff is saying, how can we talk to our governors when we don't see them? Tinubu sees them always. You should talk to them. This is the problem. So you don't even want to do anything. The president should do it for you. Are these governors the governors of your president? Jeff, listen to yourself talk. Real TV here says, like he is a sincere leader. Jagaban, someone here says. Victor Musa said, I listened to Tinubu's beautiful speech. It won't work until there is honesty ingrained. Get rid of the corrupt sycophants around you and replace them with honest professionals because they are everywhere. Victor Musa, thank you for your message. We're live on YouTube. For those who are just joining us, I want to hear your thoughts and comments. The phone lines are open 0201 277 0993 1993 2993 and 3993. We'll bring you some messages right after this call. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Remy from Akoka.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you, because you said we should be direct with our questions.
Yep.
Who is in charge of the security? Who is the commander-in-chief? I'm asking you.
Oh, but you do know that question. You know the answer to that question, don't you?
The security operatives from air to land to water is headed by who? The president. 7 days ago, about 15 fishermen were killed in Borno State. And they were threatened that if the people in that community failed to leave that community, they're coming back for them. I've not heard anything from Tinubu. So am I expecting a councillor or a chairman to take up that case? It is the president. He's in charge of the security operatives, I'm to say. So you shouldn't try to push this. When Jonathan was there, if anybody has a headache, it was Jonathan. If anybody has stomachache, it was Jonathan. So him telling us we should do that and all that, I know what a governor should do. He's not the one in charge of security. Even the ordinary Amoteco and all that, we know their limitations. So who is going to take charge of security? Who determines the economy? Who implements policies? Who increases NPR? Is it the local government chairman? These are things that affect the common man on the street. The governor is not in charge of the economy.
Well,
fine, it can be the infrastructures,
again,
the road.
While I am not Ajiri Ngelale, neither am I Bayo Nanuga.
Okay.
The president has said in that video that hey, he's working on it, and that they're making.
He's working.
Well, hold on. I'm just a messenger. The president has said that they're making progress in terms of security.
They are making progress.
But he's saying that they're going to not just put an end to it, they're going to wipe it out. Yes.
They are going
insecurity.
To put your things. They are going to and you should keep on going to do that. Okay, he wants us to apportion blames to someone else. That is what they do. Once they fail to not understand governance, confusion and division is what they do. I have no business with the councillor when it comes to security. I have no business with the councillor. I have no business with my chairman. When it comes to economy, I know what to ask from my chairman. I know what to ask from my councillor. So, what is bedeviling this country now? Strictly from the top: security, economy, education. Everything trickles down from the top. Good evening.
All right, thank you, Remy. That's very, 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 very interesting. Because whether we like it or not, unfortunately, some of the security duties are supposed to rest on the shoulders of our governors, local government chairmen, and even councillors, but that's not the case. So maybe it is time that we look again into this local government financing that the federal government is fighting for. I'm not holding brief for the president. We're having a conversation. It's Balogun Broad, but we have some messages for you.
Yes, Lagos. So if you're a student or parent or guardian, well, pay attention because I've got good news for you. And this one is coming from Press Pay NG. And if you're not familiar with the brand, well, let me give you a little insight. So Press Pay is an education and banking financing app that provides easy and creative ways for parents and students to pay their school fees. So in this time and age, that's very important information, so pay attention. So whether you're seeking assistance with your school fees payment as an education loan, or you want to enjoy scholarship, save bit by bit for your school fees, or other creative ways of funding your education, Press ANG has got you covered. Yes, Lagos, and it is easy. You can get up to 60% of your school fees to the tune of 2 million naira per applicant as loan on the Press Pay NG app at a rate that you would never get anywhere. Okay, I'm talking 0.75 interest rate, zero collateral, paperless, seamless. It's basically just stress free, and you have like easy repayment plans. Now, Press Pay NG is applicable to primary, secondary, tertiary, and postgraduate education. So, if I were you, I would not let this amazing opportunity slip away. Download the Press Pay NG app now from your Google Play Store or iOS App Store at Press Pay NG. Okay, that's capital letter P, Press Play. That's PAYNG. You can also visit their website at www.presspay.ng or check their socials at PressPayNG, or you can call the numbers 0706 041 3337 0706 041 3337 to register as a student or as a parent and enjoy all the amazing benefits that await you. PressPay NG doesn't just provide students loans or education loans, they provide hope and opportunity. So with PressPay NG, just be assured that your dreams will definitely come true. PressPay NG, funding the future.
It's still Balogun and Broad. And for those of you who are just joining us and you want to know exactly what Mr. President said in that clip, here it goes again for you. Take a listen and pay attention. I'm coming back to the phone lines to take your thoughts and your comments. Here you go.
Dear brothers and sisters, yes, I am in charge here today, but you are running a constitutional democracy. I will appeal to you to summon the governors. Some of them, call them up. I'm doing my best to improve the revenue of the country and giving them their due. But they must equally be sympathetic to the populace, and they must consider the need of the local people. People reside in the local government. People are in the local community. That is where they reside. That is where they feed. That is where they garden. That is where they cook. That's where they farm. If the local government are not free, and the leaders don't hang on to the number, we have 774 local government. It's just a number. Is it effective? Is it reaching the real people? Who is accountable for this money? Maybe we should look and recalibrate one version that was good 4 years ago might not be good today. And when we want the votes, we go to the locals. When we get the votes, we move to Abuja. I think we have to collectively join hands. I need for you to get us a committee of people that can really embark on the campaign for our value to change. Our brothers and sisters, it is disheartening watching the TV and see the number of people in IDPs. No sincere leader in this country will be happy seeing that. We have to pull together to rescue Nigeria from banditry. Yes, we know we are making progress, but we want to eliminate that one completely. If food security cannot be achieved without putting in place the needed security.
He says food security cannot be put in place without the needed security. In other words, everything finance is wrapped around the security of the nation. I'd like to hear from you. Balogun Abroad is the program. I've got 9 minutes on the clock. Lagos, what do you think? Shall we be going back to the states to revisit our governors and say, well, the ball's now in your court and you need to let local governments do their jobs so that the federal can do their job? And this is not in any way absolving Mr. President because he has his responsibilities. How do we make sure that these people, whether the federal government, including Mr. President, state governors and local governments, begin to become responsible to us one way or another? And how do we hold them to account? 001 99293 Go ahead, please.
This voice puts in your statement. Where you say the president we people are mystical. When we're supposed to do the right thing, we're not doing the right thing. And look, like what you just said, it's not as if we're exonerated because at the moment we are the power in our hands. When the state needs funds and for people, so we're pressing them as if the thing is amiss. That stipend they give to us, will it last us for 4 years? Oh, certainly not. So we as the people are still the weapon fashioned with ourselves. It's time we start speaking up against our local government. Just like you said yesterday, you said how many of us have downloaded budgets to even know what's allocated. So giving them autonomous power to exercise their rights over the people and doing the right thing. We will continue to clamor. We will never stop. And you are doing an amazing job. God bless you, dear.
Thank you, Mrs. Oboli, for calling. I appreciate it. This is Balogun Abroad. Hello. Good evening. Sorry about that. Do call me back if that was you. Hello. Welcome to Balogun Abroad.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah. Francis calling from VI. Longest time.
Yes, Francis.
Yeah. I've listened to what Mr. President said. Yeah. They have spoken well. But having said that, in order for us to get it right, we need to decentralize the power. A lot of power has been centered on the federal level. You know, it's either we run a regional government if we want to get it right, or if the power should still remain with the federal level, they should take security serious. Insecurity is one of the biggest challenges in the land. And that's why there's hunger in the land. The farmer will no longer go to the farm. If I happen to be the president, I will do two things. I want to make sure that my people feed well. I will end insecurity, number one. I will issue executive order. Any vehicle that conveys Nigerian products, no local government or state is permitted to collect levy. If Mr. President can do these two things, the issue of food will be a thing of the past. But too much power at the center, and that's why everybody is talking about the president. We lost focus on the governors. And the governors is the biggest problem. Right now, our governors, they are emperors. Nigerians must go after the governors, not the president. Right. You are doing a great job. God bless you.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Welcome to Balogun Abroad. Oh, sorry about that. Do call me back. I'm gonna go to read our messages right after this call. Hello.
Pino for real.
Hey, Ziggy.
Yes, so how are you outside now?
Great.
Make I gist you something there. Mr. President has spoken very well, and we have heard him loud and clear. But there is something that we like to bring to our notice. The commander-in-chief is Mr. President, not my governor, not my local government chairman. My local government chairman cannot make any monetary policy. My governor cannot make any monetary policy. The custom duty, there is nothing my local government chairman can do about it. There is nothing my governor can do about it. Every down thing fall back at the table of my governor, of my president. So he should not be shifting the blame on the local government and the governors.
Okay.
Everything down still on his own table. So whatever he wants to do, it is him that he is going to steer this ship to the right direction where it's supposed to go. Telling us to hold our governors accountable is out of it because they are not commander-in-chief. Okay? All the security apparatus is on the desk of
But in
Mr.
all of the
President.
things that the president has said, yes, security is a big issue, but you don't think that you need to start holding your governors accountable? They take something that's called security votes. Where does that money go?
Let me gist you something.
In 10
My
seconds,
home
I have to
state
take
is-
I have to take
I
other
will.
messages.
My home state is Enugu, right? Every down thing that is my governors to do, his duty, he's doing it. There is no water in my home state, and he's giving us water. There is no road, he's giving us road. He's attracting investors to my home state, okay? So every down thing that is, or as in his capability to do, he's doing it. But on the security, he fall back at Mr. President. So he should do the needful.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
The one
Thank
that is
you.
the responsibility of the governor, he's doing it.
All right. Thank you
very
very much, Ziggy, for calling. I need to read messages because we're almost out of time. I have about 3 minutes on the clock here. Jonah here from Moe says, regarding the issue of local government autonomy, the president is just playing politics with that statement. What constitutional powers does the Arewa Consultative have to summon the governors? He has the goodwill of governors. He can easily summon them rather than put the responsibility on the ACF. Okay. This one here says, the bandits that are ravaging the north are only filling a vacuum left by an undermanned police force. To solve it, therefore, it is to recruit more policemen and build proper policing system for local government autonomy. Yes, I agree, but our biggest problem has always been political willingness to do for our home country, which is baffling to me. Gabe from Aja. Thank you very much, Gabe. This one said, Okwe Kende from Ijegun says, kudos to the president on that If most of our callers can ask for good governance from their state governors, the way they bombarded Lagos state governor, things would work out fine. We need to hold these people accountable. Alimosho local government and Ijegun councillor had done nothing and the jokers want to come back. Wow. We need to drag them here on Community U Report. Ajiri from Bariga says, nice. So Tinubu wants to deflect the bullet, Abi. Well, tell him that the two biggest problems in Nigeria are security and food, and he is the one responsible for making decisions that have put Nigeria in that position. He shouldn't tell us about the governors. He should do his part, and then we can look at governors. Okay, Ajiri. This one says, Tinubu sounds a bit convincing with this submission, but I can assure you that nothing will happen after this, even though I still question his legitimacy on that seat of power. The governors have been very lazy, sincerely, and it seems that the recurring monthly collection in Abuja by governors has really limited their thinking process. Enoch from Lagos. Enoch. This one says, please tell Tinubu that if he opens the borders, the hunger in the land will vanish. And when he says we need to work together, I'm asking, were we working together when he bought a yacht? Were we working together when the senators bought cars of 160 million each, when people were literally dying of hunger? People say we should vote them out if we don't want them. But did we vote them in the first place? Nigerians must be most dejected people on the planet right now. Ejiro from Bariga. Interesting questions, Ejiro. This one says, no workings or doing, but we'll sleep over it soon. Me last year, Tinubu promised that we would cultivate over 100,000 hectares per state. Let me ask him what was cultivated. I thought he said lunch would not be imported, but now we're trying to import rice and maize. Well, let's treat the insecurity before all this can work. To those citizens, it's left for us to do our part. Let's change for positive impact. Great job. Thank you, Mercy from Maza Maza. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up the show. But I want to tell you that tomorrow we'll be talking about Nigeria's ranking in terms of open budgets. We're going to have budget back in the studio tomorrow to talk more about budgeting. Yes, we'll be right back after this break.
Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories.
That's why anytime where they cook like this, I dey always season them with no cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatasheo, shombo, onions. No one I know they put. Now he make my pikin them. They always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never will. I want more.
You summer all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with no cubes for that to get delicious taste. Today, chop better.
This one where you just carry hand put for cheek, they think of your life. What did they happen? My dear, e no easy o. I don waka tired, they look for who go borrow me money to take do business. I no see. Haba. That one a small thing na. Na grooming center help me and change my life, and them go also fit help you. How? Grooming people for better livelihood center. They give money for people to do business. Plus say, then they even they reward their loyal customers every year. Where don't borrow money from grooming hand 3 times or more. This year, on go choco. People go win correct and wolf prizes. 24 keke, 58 deep freezer, 58 double door freezer, 82 small double door freezer, 58 5 kV.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.